Recording right now. I hope you enjoy this song. You know we got it. Just let me know when you're ready, cause I can start
anytime.
All right,
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
Alan, you ready?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers of all ages, welcome to the Everything and Nothing Show. I'm just one of your hosts with the mostest, the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be, Clayton Kisco. And I'm accompanied by the Maelstrom gamers. We have with us today on this podcast, the bad boy, Steve Landis. What's up, Steve?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm in. There we go.
How you doing?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what we're
Great.
doing.
All right, Steve's here with us. Next up. Humpty.
I don't know.
All right, that's good. That's good choice. And next up, we have the Tower.
John Cena.
Yeah, I love that. That's so great. How you doing, Alan?
I'm great. Long time no
have you
see.
with us. Yeah, from Canada.
Yep.
We have a great show. It's going to be Steve. It's going to be Alan. It's going to be myself. We're going to be talking some fun stuff. We're going to be talking about some justice systems, some crimes, some theoretical situations. And we'll have all those topics for you during this week. For those of you guys who don't know, us three guys, sometimes five, we jump onto Skype, and we each bring a topic for our discussion, but more importantly for your entertainment. And each topic is its own video, Monday through Friday on youtube.com/MaelstromGamers. And on Saturday, the full episode's available to you. All that's free. If you'd like to support us and send us some cash so that we can kind of boost the show and make it even better, you can go on to patreon.com/MaelstromGamers, and you can give us just as little as $1, and it's a huge help. And we'll use that to put it back right into the show. And if you don't have any cash, that's cool too. There's free ways to support us that really help just as much. It's liking our YouTube, or rather, it's going to our Facebook page. It's liking us there. It's sharing our stuff. It's commenting, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and following us on Twitter. We have an Instagram account that you can check us out as well. Rather, for the Twitter, it's @MaelstromGamers. So all those ways are important and great ways to support us for free.
Yes.
So that's that intro. We're going to go on to our first
I would
topic.
say that too if I didn't have food in my mouth.
That's
all true. What he said. What that guy said.
What do you got eating there, dude?
Tim Hortons.
Tim
Canada,
Hortons.
man. Yeah.
Okay, because I thought I saw a hash brown and it looked like McDonald's hash brown.
No, they do
McDonald's.
the same thing. They do a copy one.
Oh, they do. Okay, is it like, where does it rate?
Well, they don't have biscuit sandwiches from McDonald's up here, so you can't get like a sausage biscuit. You can only get the McMuffin.
What?
So I have to go to Tim's because I love the biscuit.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
So there is no rating system up here. It's gone.
It's kind of
half of it's not here. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys heard about McDonald's, right?
that they are like losing shit tons of money and stuff.
Well, I don't know if they did it where you guys are or anything like that, but it's breakfast all day.
Yeah, 24/7.
Yeah, I read something recently about how like they're like completely losing money because they've diversified so much. Like they have too many products that aren't selling well, and they have to train people to like make each product, and then because it's McDonald's, like people don't stick around.
Yeah, it's because they're trying to go
train
like
more people. Yeah,
they're trying to go the healthy route and everything, keep up with everybody else and stuff like that. So
it's not going to happen. It's like ever since I feel like Super Size Me, people are like associated with the absolute shittiest food you could possibly have.
it pretty much is.
It's so true.
And you just like feel ill after eating.
Yeah, especially if you haven't eaten in a while, right? Like I tried like dissing myself from fast food after college, and then I would have one like in every blue moon or whatever, and then completely just my body, it would be worse than any sugar crash that I would experience. It was just like my body was telling me, like, what did you do? You know, and then you're on the toilet there for a while. So, and that's McDonald's, let alone anything like Taco Bell.
Yeah, McGriddle. That does that too.
Yeah, fish fillet.
Nobody
I
gets
like
fish
fish
fillet.
Yeah,
I do. I'm that guy.
Yeah?
I'm the guy
Hey, what do they call a
who
Whopper
eats
in Canada, Alan?
Whopper.
Oh, really? What do they call Big
No,
Mac?
I'm just kidding.
Damn it.
Oh, wow.
All right, guys, let's go to our first topic here.
All
Steve, I'm going to pick on you, okay?
All right. So the bad boy is going to talk about
That's
the
right.
justice system.
Oh,
Justice system. What do you guys have? Are your feelings on it? Do you guys think it works? Do you guys think there's any way to change it?
I love David Justice in Moneyball.
I never saw that movie. Was that good?
What?
Yeah, I'm
I don't
serious.
think
I
I've
never saw
seen Moneyball either.
I know Brad Pitt was in there.
You guys,
And
it's
I know
so good.
Is it really? Because like
It's
I'm just
so
not a
good.
huge baseball
Hey,
fan.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I just saw Seven last week.
Like
yeah.
the one with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt.
My bad.
Did you wait? Did you watch the
Yeah.
rest of the credits and find out what was in the box?
No, I know it's in the box.
Well, you think you know what's in the box, but you have to wait for the credits to finish rolling, and then they have a scene afterwards.
Really?
No.
Yeah, it jumps out. It jumps
Son
out.
of a bitch. Dude.
I'm sorry.
Like-
I know Alan was gonna go with it. I would have kept.
I feel like I missed so much when you just said that.
Well, that's interesting, right? Because we talk about the justice system, right? And in that movie, at the end, right? Well, so spoilers. Brad Pitt.
Yeah, major spoilers.
Yeah, right.
Major spoilers.
Yeah, major.
Pause the video, skip ahead. Like the 5 minutes.
But unless
So-
like me and you haven't seen it, I mean, which you probably
Well,
already.
but now, right?
Yeah.
So Brad Pitt makes it like he has a giant moral and justice decision to make, and he like this man has like killed his if I correct me if I'm wrong, he kills his wife and puts his wife's head in a box, like. This guy is supposed to be dead anyway, or at that point would be on trial, and he would most likely be found guilty. He's killed a ton of people. Like, at that point, is Brad Pitt in the wrong for killing this Kevin Spacey criminal?
I don't know. This is a
Yeah.
good topic, though.
Yeah,
Great. I don't even know how we segued into that. It's so good.
It's kind of the justice system, you know? And it
Yeah,
kind
it
of,
is. It's perfect.
and Brad Pitt was in Moneyball, so
Never seen it. Never seen it, by the way.
watch Moneyball. That's the next topic. Okay. I think, I don't know, man. I'm having the moral dilemma of Brad Pitt right now.
Yeah, because like I mean that's
Because like, you see it on his face when Morgan Freeman tells him it too. He's just like if you do this, he wins, and he's just like, no, like
He's like, come on.
yeah, he's
what's in the
What's
box?
in the box?
because he's like sick, you know, he's like sick to himself.
He
It's
is
just-
because he can't.
like,
Hey,
vomit.
and then he sees his wife said, "Oh man, I
mean,
wouldn't have
put
killed him
yourself-
that quick."
Right.
That's
I mean,
for
if
sure.
I'm definitely strangling. Like I'm definitely putting my hands on him, and I'm like beating the crap out of him. And I got my gun in my back pocket, and like the whole time I'm beating him.
Well,
I'm
his gun was already
questioning-
drawn, so
Yeah.
So that's the thing. His gun is in his hand already. Like,
Yeah.
could
Yeah,
you,
what I'm
like,
saying
physically
is-
stop it.
I think I
You
put
can
it in my back pocket, and I beat the
pistol
crap
whip
out of
him.
him. And if this is not feeling like any like kind of weight off my shoulders, I'm probably pulling out the gun, pulling the trigger back, and sticking it like down his throat. Right? Because like I'm just
I don't know,
so
'cause
pissed.
In the movie, I think Brad Pitt doesn't even look like it satisfied him when he's done it.
It
I
did.
think you're right. I
That's
don't
what I'm
think it-
saying. That's I would never have let him get off. I would have took him to that trailer that was like right there and just completely like, did crazy shit to him and everything like that, to make him like
Put this on.
yeah.
Dance.
dance.
Bring out the gimp.
yeah. Okay, so
Well,
all
think
right.
about it. Think about it. Like someone killed Yokiko or someone killed Sarah. Like, what would you?
Yeah,
do?
that's what I
was thinking,
I've
like-
thought about it, and I'm beating the crap out of him, and the whole time I'm questioning whether, at the very least, man. See, now I'm thinking, okay, I probably shoot him in the kneecaps, because that's painful, but won't kill him.
But shooting in the kneecaps won't put your wife's head back on her body and bring her back to life.
No, nothing I can do at this point would. It's what would make me feel better.
Probably
this
shooting your
time.
own self would help more than shooting him.
That's probably true.
And that,
Yeah,
and
but
I
I'm not
wonder
gonna do
if
that.
if you would win if you had done that, like in the movie, you know, if you had killed yourself. Because then he'd probably go to jail. He'd get executed by the justice system.
Well, he's gonna go to jail anyway,
Well,
right?
it was all Brad Pitt's fault anyway. He should have been with his wife, honestly.
Well, damn, Steve. Way to take emotions out of this.
I mean,
I'm just messing.
oh, and he didn't know she was pregnant either. Oh my god, I would have killed him. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
I would have killed him. I would have killed myself probably after.
Yeah, just so
I would just
much
be like, fuck this. Like, yeah, he
So,
didn't
I mean,
even know.
and then like, because the question is like, do you think that so the justice system is saying, okay, this guy has killed a bunch of people. He specifically killed someone you've cared about. The idea is that you're gonna take this guy now and you're gonna put him on trial, which will keep him alive for amount of time. you're putting your faith in that the justice system, which in this particular case will probably be on your side, is that he will be in jail forever, right? Now, the next question, logically for me, is like, okay, does he stay in jail forever, or does he get the death penalty? Is the death penalty something that, like, is a good thing that's part of our justice system?
If it was Texas, yes, he would get the death penalty.
Right?
Texas
Yeah, he would, right? So,
No,
I don't know,
what
like,
I'm basically going at is like, I don't. We've been watching the first 48. Like, I don't know if you guys ever seen that show, First 48 Hours. It's like detective homicides. They actually show real homicides on TV.
it's the sequel to that Sutherland show.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
it's 24.
Yeah, it's 24 sequel.
Okay. Well, anyways, it's a real show. I have no idea what 24 Southern show. What the hell are you guys talking
The
about?
show
Are you guys
24?
fucking with me right now?
You know the show 24?
Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
It's got that. No,
With
it's
Keith
not.
Sutherland.
This is real. This is real though. This is 48. Is this a real show? You guys serious right now? This is serious.
Oh my god, I'm gonna choke on my Tim Hortons.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, Steve.
No, it's first 48. It's like the first 48 hours in the homicide. Basically, they're talking about like first 48 hours. They have to catch the person, find out what's happening because news travels fast, everything, and the stories can change. So within the first 48 hours, they have like a 90% like conviction rate or something like
And then
that.
after that, it drops like a shit ton, right?
Yeah,
like after the
yeah,
first
like
40
crazy because people start changing stories, this and that, and everything. But like, dude, what's making me mad though is like some of these people, even in the show, it says like some of these people are convicted. They're getting shorter sentences because they, or shorter sentences or shorter kind of different pleas for being on the show if they agree to be on the show or something like that. So listen to that part of the justice system. And then on top of it, like you see somebody murdered, dude, and a guy she gets like 2 to 4 years or something like that.
Because she cooperated? And
I
was
don't
on a
know.
show?
I
Because
don't
there's
know
something
if
to
it's
be
because
said
of
when
that.
cooperating with the police, but if that means for profit, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting from your story, is that they're cooperating to make profit, and that just does not seem right at all.
What do you mean profit?
This is it.
They
too.
said that if they go on the show, they get a reduced sentence. And if the show is entertaining via these
What?
stories, then
Well, they don't really say reduced sentence. They said like they do say reduced sentencing or something like that because we watched it. It's at the beginning of everything, but like it's just I don't know, man. It's like we have like I have a family member who went to jail for 17 years, like prison, 17 years for like stealing money, and you see like a murderer who murdered like a 10-year-old kid and a freaking and a mom, you know what I mean? Like and they get like 14 years or something like that, or 10 years or something. It's ridiculous. Like
the years thing to me is so like subjective, and I feel like that's where it gets really, really like shady for me. Like there's people who go away for 5 years for like weed and like a year for like arson or something like weird like that. Like
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I'm
probably
saying.
way off, but like there are imbalances in the way we like look at and be like, okay, yeah, this is X amount of years and this is X amount of years. Like I question from the ground up the foundation of our justice system, if jails are even the thing that we should be looking into or be doing, right? Like, and it's really hard because I was also thinking about, okay, you said that they killed people and like, okay, so now they're in jail for X amount of years, but it's like, is that the right punishment? Like, is it our job to try to figure out how to reintroduce this person? Because like the thing is that you don't want this to happen again, and you want to make sure if this person is introduced back into society that they are capable of doing that. And a lot of times I feel like we just send these guys off in a box. They live in that culture, and then they come back out because they've done quote-unquote time, which is, again, an arbitrary amount of time that one is allowed to reflect, and this is like this general thought process that will be applied. And that doesn't work if the person was put away to be like the whole time being trained to be reintroduced into society. If we can prove that that works, to me, that's how we would do it. But you talk about taking our emotions out of this equation, so someone who's killed someone, those people who have felt that pain is going to be really against that, whereas someone who's maybe trying to look at this a little bit more objectively may see the positives of them. I'm sure there's cons too, but I don't know. That's my thought on it.
I know, I get your thought and everything. I'm just thinking about this guy last night. He was already convicted of murder, and he went to jail for 5 years for murder.
Like, to me,
he pled guilty to murder, and then he murdered somebody again. and then he got another 5 years.
Yeah, that's messed up, right?
Like
That's to me, that's completely messed up.
one strike basically you're out, but like two, like that's your.
They didn't like double it or triple it after that, you know?
No, it was just another 5 years. Like we have it recorded. If you guys want to watch it, we could turn it.
Yeah, and so like, what do you do? So what, like, Steve, if you're Mr. Justice, Sir Justice, what are you doing?
David
what are you doing
Justice.
to change that? Yeah, David Justice. What are you doing to
For
change
Moneyball.
that? And Alan, I asked you that too. Like, if you guys have ideas on how to.
I don't know. It's really difficult because prisons, I feel like you said, are kind of like a fucked up system, especially since they have for-profit prisons where people like actually make money by having people stay in prison longer. So like they're like inclined to not want people to get out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But only to make money. Like they're like privately owned prisons where there's like a CEO type guy that makes money by operating this prison.
That's crazy. So then the taxpayers don't pay for this?
I guess it's kind of like privately owned the same way that like a private school, it doesn't get like government money as well. Yeah.
Well,
I'm not 100% certain on that, but I do know that that sort of system exists where somebody makes money from the prison system.
That's crazy.
I mean, for a long time, I was always kind of more like an eye for an eye type believer. Like whatever they do, not literally like if they steal money, you steal their money or something. But like if they take the money, obviously they lose it, and then they serve whatever some sort of penalty for doing that. And if they kill somebody, then they're like put to death because obviously they don't care about like others' lives. I mean, but there's so much gray area too.
Yeah.
And
then there's those who are
like maybe it was like a crime of passion, like they didn't think about they weren't themselves at the time, or like on drugs, like who knows like what you do in an altered state. But I feel like for sure those people, I mean, and this is like a whole nother discussion about like whether the psychiatric treatment for these people, and especially in the US, is good enough to like stop these total psychopaths from even developing in the first place.
Right.
But I think those type of people should not be allowed to ever like enter society or like ever again. Like I wouldn't like.
You'd feel uncomfortable if they were to be allowed.
Not even that. I mean, it's just like it's a public safety concern, right? For anybody, because yes, they can. I mean, these are the people that you like either get executed, especially if they're like so far gone down their own like twisted reality. Or you put them into like mental health, not a prison system. Because like a prison system, they're just going to be like, it's just like a whole new culture where you can have the opportunity to kill people and all be killed, and there's like nobody gains anything just to know that they're rotting away, especially if they killed like a loved one. Like there's nothing that feels good. But then again, same thing if they're like in some medical facility where they're taking care of them, day by day. I wonder how the victims' families feel like, oh, well, this person like took away like my entire life basically, or my loved ones' lives, and now they're just living, in some medical facility, getting doctors' help every day.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if it feels fair to all parties. It's a difficult decision, and I'm sure that's why this topic is heavily debated in politics today as well.
Right. Yeah, I lean towards the mental, like, psychiatric treatment. I mean, because, like, the culture and the own little, like, sub-society that is a prison doesn't allow someone to necessarily grow. It's just taking all the bad people, rounding them up, putting them in one area, and they're just going to learn to either be worse than themselves. Like, there's really no benefit for them being around other people like them, because they're going to be influenced, or they're going to be not motivated, not emphasized, but like I don't know, reassured that they're like there's nothing questioning their attitudes and their like decision making, right? They're around other people making bad decisions, so they're influenced by all the other people. And so I think it's Australia. I was looking for
they put an island.
No.
The whole island, Australia, is just criminals.
I thought it was Australia, and I thought Australia like removed a large part of their prison structure, in favor of reintroducing, like, into the mentality of reintroducing people into society. It lowers taxpayers' money. It actually makes those people who are reintroduced into society a better person. It's like their mentality coming from it is like, there's something wrong with this person. They've had traumatic experience. They have a disease. There's something that we as the society need to take the responsibility to make sure that we help this person and reintroduce them into society the correct way. And then they actually become, the Australia, the prisoner, quote unquote prisoner, or the criminal actually gets put back into society as a working, like, person. So they're contributing to the economy and the rest of the people.
Immediately, or they actually go to prison first?
Well, I don't know if it's fair to even. I'm not sure if it's a prison. That's what I was trying to look up. But
I see.
Or it's a structure that allows them to just kind of work with someone to for a couple years or whatever the sentence is, to make sure that they're mentally stable, that they're off drugs, like there's no drugs coming in.
It's like parole, kind of like in the U.S., I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think
working.
that they're. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Or there is like a facility. Like, I know that they don't just put them in like a box.
Sorry,
like,
guys.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm pretty sure that they work with them to be like, look, like, this and this happens. Like, what would you do? All right, well, no, this is why we don't do that. Like, my take is that they're like around the right influential people, the people that are working with them, whether it's like a psychiatric psychologist, whatever, of like helping them get back to a normal like state. And then being like, okay, this person has passed these tests. They're looking good. Let's put them back out there. And then a lot of times they contribute back to society, and that just helps the economy even better. And Australia is backwards in a lot of ways, and this is just one more way.
They're upside down.
They're upside down,
they're
rather.
Just
yeah,
fucking upside down, man.
This is just one way that they're just a lot more different than the U.S. Because like we talk about gun bans and stuff like that. They also took the stand where like, okay, no more guns. So they do things a little bit differently, right? But that is an interesting perspective.
And I was going to say, like, isn't there some northern European countries like Sweden and Norway and like just countries in Scandinavia? Their like crime rates are really low already. And then also, I think the maximum sentence you can serve in those countries is like 15 years or something like that. Yeah, so like even the guy that like killed all his bandmates, he only served I think 15 years. And like the prisons are like nice looking. Wow. So, and I wonder if the low crime rates and like is associated with the quality of life there as well, because like they pay for higher education as long as you go to school. They'll pay for your college because of the government. I mean, the taxes are really high, but I wonder. And living in a socialist government now, I can see the benefits of it.
Yeah.
If that's like a big like issue that maybe the U.S. is kind of archaic in its thinking, even though it's how the country was founded and all that kind of stuff. Like
I like archaic feels like the perfect word. I feel like this concrete brick and mortar like vibe when I think of like a lot of the structure that is around the Americas, because it's just you look at Sweden, like we have a friend, Sarah and I, who's giving birth pretty soon in Finland, and she has a year of paid leave.
Right.
And it's so important, and we're starting to see this come up in the presidential debates as well. And it's something that America is just so far. It's just one more thing that America is so far behind. It's insane. Like, it also riles me up, man, when I hear like people like try to defend America. Like, it's just like blind loyalty. It's like, no, dude, it's like, man, we are not the best anymore in a lot of different ways.
Or,
it's
they're always like, we're the greatest country in the world. Like, and I'm always just like, well, have you ever been to any other countries?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh man, it's okay to be humble. It's okay to say we have a lot of improvement to do, and it's okay to say that someone did something better than us. Let's accept it. Let's move on, and now let's try to be better than that. And it's like, and this is just one of the cases. Is like the justice system. Like we honestly, we need to challenge. We need to like rethink our justice system. We need to think a lot of systems, and justice system is just one of it.
Right.
One of them. And I think that's an opportunity to introduce some of the things that we were talking about in the Norwegian countries in Australia, because again, an arbitrary system of, well, that just means 5 years. Like, how long did it take for like weed to finally like be like not like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just we have these like another thing that I'm noticing within our culture, in the American culture, is like we have these like concrete monumental like it's the Constitution. It was written thousands of years ago, or like whatever, hundreds of years ago, and it's like a staple of who we are. We need to keep it. This is a part of our blood, and if we lose it, we lose who we are. It's like, that's awesome if you want to just like stay stagnant in an ever-evolving, moving, fast-paced world. Like, I understand. Like, we see that in a historical district or historical like reasons, but like, you know, we're not gonna keep all the houses Victorian and not ever adopt like vertical like buildings because history, right? Reasons.
Yeah.
Like, we need to evolve, and that's just a necessity, right? So I feel like that's just, again, one of the reasons why we're so slow to adapt is because of like this like need to keep everything what it was.
Did you want to? I was gonna ask you too, Clay. So what do you think about Gotham's justice system?
Well,
what are the tenets of Gotham's justice system other than Batman will fuck you up?
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Like,
the Joker's been in jail like a million times.
oh, I know, right? Like,
Like,
Oh, he always gets out.
you know.
Superman trashes the city or something, or no, it's Metropolis that gets trashed.
Metropolis, yeah.
it's you know, it's funny.
What is the layout of the DC like worlds? Where's Metropolis related to Gotham?
Oh, dude, it's been described to me as...
Is there a map?
Yes,
Find a map.
there is. There is.
Map?
And it's been described to me as San Fran... Well, okay, so in the Snyder latest universe, Gotham is to Oakland as Metropolis is to San Fran, if that makes any sense, if I did that right.
Oh, they're like that close?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
they're right across like a bay. You know what I mean? And that's why...
I always thought Gotham was like New York.
Yeah, me too.
Right, and like...
Early.
No. I've always thought as Gotham as Chicago and Metropolis as New York. Right, because Gotham is like the crime-corrupted city.
Either
and New
one,
York
like
was-
to me,
So Chicago's
kind of
crime.
made the same.
Okay.
Like I don't remember lived in those cities. To me, they're like just big metropolises where you get
Right.
stabbed if you walk by the park.
Right, but in terms of distances, that's how I always thought about it in my head when I was a kid.
Okay.
But apparently, yeah, like they're a lot closer than that. So I don't know.
Interesting.
But yeah, Batman's got a weird justice system. Like, he won't kill anyone, but he'll just like he's almost like, you know, like he doesn't think about this as far as he should, right? He's like, okay, stop the crime. I'm gonna just put him in the bars, and then that's it. Like, he hasn't like thought about how he can help Joker like be a better person or take him out of society completely. Like, he's just stopped the crime, and that's as far as he's gone.
He's like,
Nice.
oh, Joker.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that's
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, Joker. Oh,
Okay.
you.
Oh.
So is there anything else you guys wanted to say about the justice system before we move on?
No, I think we could talk about this for like 4 hours.
I ranted a lot, and I apologize.
No, you're good.
I'm still trying to find this map of Gotham and Metropolis. This is annoying. Nobody has this. All right, no.
If
I don't have
I
anything.
can't see Alan. Can you see
open it.
Alan?
I can see Alan, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
You got a weird computer.
I just have like a thing.
So we're talking about crimes, criminals, justice systems, and I think we're going to go on to the Towers topic. That might be a good segue.
The crime one?
Yeah.
So, my topic is if you could for sure get away with any crime, what crime would you do? You can only do one. That's the stipulation.
Mm.
But you can get away with it for sure. Just one time.
Yeah.
What would you
Okay.
do? Starbucks.
Yeah.
Still Starbucks?
Steve would steal Starbucks from Starbucks.
Brought to you
Ooh,
by
sexy
Starbucks.
lady, sexy mermaid.
Yeah.
Tim Hortons has fucking stuck on here. Well, there's
Well,
little hockey guys because it's
Oh,
Canada.
of course. Yeah.
Well, I would definitely get away. I would do robbery, like on a large
What would you
scale.
steal? Like a bank?
No. I mean, I would go. What's a great movie reference for this? I would go all. What's that one with Hugh Jackman and Swordfish. I would do that kind
The
of
best
like
hacking
large.
scene of all time.
Yeah, he's like,
It's like, I got a hack. Give me another
There's a back
Frappuccino.
door.
He's like, I
Yeah,
can do it.
he was, like,
give
dancing
me
with it.
5 more minutes. Yeah.
But
5
you know, it's not
million
a frappuccino. When you say
possibilities.
frappuccino, you mean blowjob.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
pretty
the
good.
head. He has the gun to the head and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
How would
I
you do
can't
that?
find this map either.
I would,
It's
I would do
ridiculous.
that. No, I would be like on a large scale. Like nobody would get hurt. You know what I mean? Like if I get away with it like that and just have like.
So you'd like hack into it and take like a decimal, percent, like the rounded off decimal money from like everyday Wall Street trades to somehow go into a bank account and make like millions of dollars or something.
Right. Yeah. Something
Okay.
that wouldn't affect millions of people at all.
Because you'd just be taking tiny bits from everybody.
Mhm.
Okay.
Would add up. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that would affect a bunch of people. I would.
It'd probably affect the rich dudes, but
Yeah. Who cares about them?
yeah, you know,
I would be one of them.
they'll probably be rich in the end anyway.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's definitely what I would.
How would
Yeah.
you do that?
Just like Hugh Jackman.
Real original.
Good answer.
How would I do that? I don't on my computer that always shuts off on me. I would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
I almost
Like,
got it.
my
Almost
hack's
got
almost
it.
done.
Boom.
Oh, tomorrow.
Okay.
Dang. Yeah.
So you want to feel really powerful like a hacker, hack in and transfer money.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
If I
the
understand
key
that
thing is to get away with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
that'd be pretty cool, man. Do you know what you would hack? Like, do you have anybody on like?
I don't know. Anybody
like,
got
fuck
any
BP,
ideas?
Petroleum.
Let's
those
just
guys
do
are-
this.
Or like you're like fuck Chase Bank.
Yeah, who
Those
would you
guys are-
hack?
Oh, Wells Fargo for sure.
Well,
Just-
okay.
They're like the nicest.
My bank.
Okay.
No, I'm just
Yes.
the nicest. No, Bank of
They're
America.
gonna wait. Your bank. You don't want to. You're gonna like steal your own money.
Oh, my bank.
Okay.
It's Bank of America.
Okay. I have heard bad stories about
Bill
them. So.
Gates.
Yeah.
What?
What? No, dude.
He like donates all his money. It's
Before
like
you
charity.
hack, before you hack someone, consult Alan and I, please. We will let you know if these people are. Bill Gates he's super
Like
nice.
yeah, I'd like to hack
Made Windows
Bill
10,
Gates
which is not
and
working
Stephen
out.
Hawking and Neil deGrasse Tyson.
the World Wildlife
Bill Nye.
Foundation. I want to
Yeah.
hack.
I'd also like to hack UNICEF and Red Cross.
Sure.
Yeah, we don't know if they're using that money to help people. We have
Yeah,
no
or
idea.
that blood.
I actually have heard that Red Cross, some funds get appropriated to like people that shouldn't have it. So
That's messed up.
that's
You
all
hack-
hearsay from
Just
the
hack
grapevine.
Donald Trump and see how great of a politician he is then when he.
When he doesn't have any money to fund his campaign.
For those
Or
not,
his
for those
hair.
listening to the MP3 and not seeing the video, Steve just did his best Donald Trump impersonation. Can we see that one more time?
Can you say that again? That's pretty good.
It combines of pierced lips and squinted eyes and like a bobbing of head
And
movement.
somehow
I'm
it's
the
kind of
Mexican
good.
version of him too.
Yeah, I was gonna say for like a Mexican version, it's really good.
which
Yeah.
to him must be crazy offensive, right? Because he just hates. the
Oh, he hates
Mexicans.
him.
Okay.
Yeah. Although he did have in his one debate, he was rubbing like a Mexican girl's like shoulders. She's like, "I like Donald Trump."
Ugh.
He probably had like a gun to the back of her head at the same time. He was
yeah,
like,
he did.
Yeah. Okay,
He's
sniper.
like-
take-
I love how when he's like not confident, like after he says something, like you can tell when he's really not confident. He goes, like he sits up.
So like, was that right?
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, what I said was probably wrong, so I'm just gonna look confident and puff my chest and just stare out into space. Like he's got such a weird mannerisms when I watch him debate on TV. It's crazy. So okay, if you're doing hacking, I think I would. And this is on my bucket list, which is something I don't think I would ever get to unless I was like, I don't know, 85 years old and I was going to die within 5 days, is to perform a heist. I would want to like live out one of the coolest like heist vibes. Like Ocean's 11, I think it was, or Ocean's 12 where they like heist the casino.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
So you do that
cool.
kind of heist rather than
Yeah.
like the minis heist in the Italian Job or something?
Yeah, I never saw that movie, so I'm not sure. How does that heist go? Because maybe if I knew it, I would pick something different. But right now, I'm thinking like intricate casino like heist.
It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay, yeah.
crazy, circumstances doing this and execute this at the same time, and then like all of a sudden the money like falls into like a bag. I mean, like a truck, like below, like 1,000 feet below wherever you're trying to steal it from.
Yeah, and the whole time I want to listen into my iPod with me narrating as it's happening. Be like, okay, at 5:45 you come in and blah blah blah. Like how they do in the heist movie.
Like
You know what I
Brad
mean?
Pitt's like, yeah.
Yeah, so
Sounds like that Family Guy.
Dude, this episode should be called Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything
it's
comes back to
dedicated
Brad Pitt movie.
2
You ever
degrees
see-
from Brad Pitt.
Because we are lions.
Yeah, yes. Oh my god, dude, best quote in the whole movie.
Have you ever seen that episode
Take
of
it,
Family Guy
Charles.
where Peter narrates his whole life?
No, I don't think so.
It's like Peter walks into the kitchen and looks at the meal that Lois makes for him. And he's like, he stares at the meal and disgusts and everything like that. She comes over and just punches him in the face and everything's like, Peter wakes up 6 hours later.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, that's funny.
Yeah, total heist movie. It would have to be like, I think Casino would be really fun and exhilarating because there's a lot of people, so you could be like, you know, espionage. I don't know why, but I don't have any care for casinos. Whatever, like they're not people to me. So I'm like, yeah, I got tons
who
of
would
money.
be in
This'll
your
work.
crew for the
Well,
heist?
the Maelstrom gamers, of course. Like,
Oh, okay.
come on,
Dude, I'm not
right.
doing that.
What?
Nah, sorry.
He's doing
I
his
feel like-
hacking
my
thing.
fantasy.
No, he's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
done his hacking.
I'm in the van.
Yeah,
I'm in the
yeah,
van.
you're the hacker.
Just give me
that,
one
like,
minute.
drops the
1
security
minute.
cameras at the right
Yeah.
time.
So I'm
Oh,
done.
You know what I mean?
like the most essential person to any movie these days is like
Right.
guy that knows the computers.
Now, I would need a guy like Alan. You have a very particular set of skills, and I don't think I
find
could
your daughter.
shove. I can't shove you in a box and like put you into the because you're just too tall.
Right.
So I'd have to find something that, for you to. I mean, maybe play security or help me like just blowing up stuff and like grabbing all the money.
I can reach something off the top shelf.
There you go. There's
If you
tons of
needed
gold that
some-
I
like
can't
if you
get.
needed
Flour.
to grab like some flour that you keep on the top shelf, I could be like, "Hey, here's the flour you needed for that
That'd be-
one part of the heist."
That'd be perfect.
Which
'cause
is
we're gonna
definitely going to be used.
We're gonna make flour bombs, so people are like, "Oh, what is? Oh, it's just flour. Oh, that's kind of good," and they get distracted, and then we run past them. And it's also like concealing, right? Because you can't really see through all the smoke.
So you wouldn't do like a heat heist or anything like that, right?
Oh,
Heat
was a
heist
good-
would be sick.
Yeah.
But then
that'd
like
be
there's like
intense.
collateral damage. Then like people get killed. You know.
That's the thing. Is
Yeah.
we couldn't have any guns. It's boom or bust. We're not shooting our way out. We're like getting out
We're outsmarting.
incognito, or we're not getting out at all. Right? You know what I mean? So, or wait, maybe we have trank guns.
No, you
So,
are
like, we're
getting
shooting
out.
people.
This is part of the rules. You
Oh.
get away with it. Remember.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
dude,
duh.
I mean, you think of a crime.
But you don't want to kill anybody.
I mean, no offense, Steve. Hacking's fun, but like, what's more exhilarating than being on this like roller coaster ride of like all these moving parts working together and like, yeah, dude, like that would just be fun. In fact, like for my like 50th birthday, I want someone to set this up for me. I want to like come in and be like, I want someone to just grab me and be like, all right, put this on, here we go. And you're like, whoa, what's happening? And it's like it's all staged. Or like I want a theme park to come up and be like heist movie theme park, and you get to like experience all this stuff.
So you'd rather have that than like be Batman. Like,
Okay, I thought about that, but I've used that as an answer. Because, like, yeah, vigilante is technically a crime. And if I could get away with one crime, it would be, like, have a vigilante moment. But, I mean, there's such thing as citizen's arrest. So I feel like I could do that anyway
Good.
and get away
Sure.
with it.
Arrest Calvin.
Yeah. Yeah, this cop is a criminal. He's corrupt. No, I think
This
a
guy's
heist
just
would
a jerk. I don't like him.
yeah. Yeah.
Arresting him.
I just think a heist would be really, really fun because it's probably impossible to get away with, at least in my skill set. Like I wouldn't know how to do that. So
What about like a Mission Impossible type heist, where you're like going into like a secret government building and you're stealing like information,
information's pretty cool, but unless
and
I
then
have
you get
context,
gadgets. You probably
you
get
do get
gadgets.
really cool gadgets.
You know.
But there's something about
Gotta
a
have
duffel bag
gadgets.
full of money that I have just extracted, as opposed to information that I have no context with.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I
another
mean?
thing. In Italian Job, they steal gold bars, which I thought was cool in the beginning of the movie.
Right.
Gold bars would be cool to steal,
like
or
Die
like
Hard.
or like bags of diamonds or something. Like
Oh shit. Yeah, just all three. I want cash, gold, and diamonds. I just
like
want to see
gems,
all of
just
those
be like,
colors.
ooh, look at the gems.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I want a warehouse where we practice it a couple times. You know,
Of
just for
course,
fun.
yeah.
That
And
costs
like we
money
have
though,
miniature.
man.
We need a guy. I need to get a guy who's like really good at building miniature models of like stuff to the exact T of height and like scale.
We'll get Matt to do that.
Right?
We'll get Matt to do that.
He'll be good. So good.
May I add this? This sounds really detailed. Like you've thought of this before.
I'm just reciting everything that I remember from any heist film ever. So Fast and Furious 7 or 6 or whatever, like Ocean's 11, 12, and 13.
If I could do a crime, I would do a Fast and Furious 7 type crime where you just do like absurd things, like you like parachute your car out of a fucking plane. That would be definitely the best.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
No.
It's been a while since I've seen that one. I forget what happens in that. That's Nick Cage.
Yes. Who we've determined as a bad.
Oh yeah,
actor.
What did you guys decide? I haven't watched the episode.
Sure was a bad actor.
What?
One of your friends, Steve, was like, "Dude, we missed a lot of movies."
Yeah,
what was his name? I want to give him a shout out. It was like
Dylan. Yeah, Dylan.
Yeah,
I saw like Lord of War. There was movies like Lord of War.
Yeah.
Edie, for sure.
Yeah, and he named off a bunch that we didn't talk about. Which I never saw Lord of the War. I heard it was good.
You said they were hilarious.
Man was one of them. And so yeah, Nick Cage's got some good movies, but he's got some terrible movies. And Gone in 60 Seconds, when we looked at Rotten Tomatoes, it was pretty poor. So if I'm gonna watch a vehicle-based heist movie, I'm gonna go watch Fast and Furious. Like Alan said, dude, cars dropping. Like,
which one
you know
though?
I mean?
Like the first one or the?
No, they
Not
don't get
the first
heisty
one.
until like
Second.
5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, 5
Like,
I think is when it started to switch to like heist movies.
And you gotta like Alan, like you gotta have Yukiko on the opposite side of the freeway going like 100 miles per hour, and you're going 100 miles per hour, and you gotta jump the right second and like catch her, and then go across and land on another car's windshield.
And be fine. And be totally fine.
Right? Yeah. Oh man.
I think mine. It would be. What would be the ridiculous thing to happen? We're in a spaceship that's like in low orbit, but inside of it is like a tank or something, and then we drop from that. Okay, that like drops out of the spaceship, so we're just like it's falling down, and then it just like levels through a building, and when it finally stops, it's in like the bank vault because it's just fall so fucking heavy, and then you just load all the money into the tank, then crash through a building because you're in a tank like GoldenEye, and then you drive around like Moscow, St. Petersburg, or whatever, and then I haven't thought that far ahead. But
there's a red light. What do?
You stop because you're a good law-abiding citizen for the most part, other than this massive crime. You know, it's only one crime I can get away with, so I stop.
Right.
I look left, I look right. You know, I'm just like, okay, everything looks good.
It reminds me of Die Hard too, right? Because like Die Hard has that whole intricate heist scene where they use the U.S. military's stuff.
Oh, the third one. Or the first one?
Yeah, the third one.
Yeah, third one.
And they get all the stuff in, and like they're underneath the bank, and then they drill upwards, right? And then
And they're using
the drill.
Dump trucks.
That's right. And so they conceal themselves. Yeah.
Yes, they look like a construction company.
It's so good.
You guys made me think of, man, like what if you could do it as a villain, like any villain, like to do a heist, or like any superhero to do a heist, like that'd be pretty freaking cool too.
Oh, superhero heist! It would just be like I'd have like explosives surrounding the entire building, or like complex, so that it creates like a hole, you know, like a nice cutout, and then as a superhero, I just like lift it up and like carry it off into space, like the whole thing, like the whole section. And
See,
then
I always like teleportation, so I always go to that, and I would just teleport in and out of that bank.
But there's rules, man. You got to see where you're going, otherwise you end up in a wall.
Yeah, so you get a tour of the thing. You just need to be in the bank when the vault is open, so you can see inside of it, and then you're good to go.
If you have a blueprint, does that count?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean,
you
that's
see the layout.
Yeah.
Or do you all of a sudden like teleport in and like there's a security guard patrolling and you like teleport inside of him and then all of a sudden you're like a double man and you're like.
I think that's how you can kill him, because if you teleport inside of him, his stuff just. Right.
Yeah, so you're like talking about Nightcrawler.
Yeah, that would be sick, because like
That
Nightcrawler,
happens?
he teleports with a sword, but a sick teleporter could teleport inside people. Right. That's happened to Neo, right? Didn't he like go into what's his face and then.
Mr. Smith?
Yeah, and then he like.
Yeah, that's like a weird
different.
Like, that's
the Matrix.
That's weird, dude. That's fucking.
The Matrix.
That's
Did they
insane.
have any heists? They didn't.
They didn't have.
They didn't need to because they didn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
it was
it's all
fake.
computer
They could just
generated.
They could generate money in the
like
Matrix.
a million guns.
Oh yeah, because technically they're committing crimes all over the place, right? They were like
Donuts.
committing crimes against the machines, because the machines kind of ruled at the time. I don't know. I mean, heist really is the pinnacle for me. I can't think of anything crime related. Like,
You wouldn't like
maybe-
assassinate a world leader.
well, no, I wouldn't assassinate a world leader, but maybe I would definitely want to assassinate like really bad people. Like
what
you
leader
hear
of
about
North Korea?
serial killers, or like, dude, what fires me up the most is like
He's a god
like,
though.
What? Like kids getting like taken or whatever. Like
Oh,
I wanna teleport right to when that thing's happening and just. Well, no, I don't want to do it in front of the kid, but I want to grab the guy, teleport out, and then like snap the motherfucker's neck or something. I don't know. We're just talking about how
like
people
an
should really
island
be.
full of like people's necks snapped.
like this island in the Pacific,
Yeah.
just dropping on.
Yeah.
The crabs are like another one.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just saying that we shouldn't be killing people. We should put them back into society.
And he's
but,
like snapping necks and dropping them on islands. Shit, like, you sick fuck.
Yeah. So
God.
me. I don't know.
You're disgusting.
You guys hear about the
Let's
guy
lock
that
this guy up.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, to fill the fantasy of being a superhero, I guess superheroes don't kill people anyway. I don't know. Just stop that crime. I don't know. We're talking about crimes that you can get away with. Like, it's a heist with money because
Yeah, heist is. I think heist is probably the best like thrill ride on top of gain. Like you get a shit ton of money and you get to experience a heist where you outsmart whoever.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
You'd feel pretty good after that.
Yeah. All right.
have a drink.
I'm gonna go on to our next topic, and this is my topic. But real quick, Steve-O,
Yo,
you go to a Mexican restaurant, and what do you order? You have one choice.
is this a topic?
No, this is a question for you.
Oh,
This is bonus round.
Bonus
Oh,
round. You
I like
go
this.
to a Mexican restaurant. You got one thing to order. What do you order?
Dude, what type of Mexican restaurant?
Generic Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay. Well, I would go and I would order the guacamole.
Wrong! Oh my god, you always get salsa and chips, man. Come on, buddy. Anyway, we're going to my topic. My topic is things you hate
There was
doing
apparently a correct
that you
answer.
have to do.
What the fuck just happened?
So basically, I had to go to the dentist the other day.
Okay.
And, I mean, this should just kind of sell itself or explain itself, but like, you have to go to the dentist to keep your teeth clean and like not have pain and stuff like that. But honest, I hate going to the dentist every time because you're sitting there for an hour and it's just me or I'm a few people, but I'm white knuckling the entire time because I'm always worried that the dentist assistant is gonna, like, when scraping my teeth, like, miss and cut my gum. And I also have very sensitive teeth because my gums recede a little bit, and so when they're scraping or using the water to like shoot to clean, like I get like pain of sensitivity, like spark through. Like,
Do you
my
floss
gums.
every day?
I do floss. I think I have a small mouth, and because like I.
But a
think
big
we're-
heart.
With a big heart, yeah.
What does
And I
this have
had
to do with
braces,
Mexican
and the
restaurant?
braces helped erode some of the gums, so I just have sensitive teeth. So anyway.
So,
Steve, the point of the story is that you gotta go to the dentist, but I freaking hate doing it. What are other things that you have to do that you hate doing?
Oh, I thought
Oh.
this was going to relate to the
the
Mexican.
Mexican thing. Yeah, you
No,
just
that was just a
threw me
question.
off, bro.
That was just a question for Steve.
Okay. Mind fuck for you, Steve.
I'm so, that was good though. You like completely threw me off. Okay. All right. So what are the things that I hate doing?
The things
That I
you
have-
hate. The topic is things you hate doing that you have to do. Mine was
Work.
the dentist.
Flossing.
You hate flossing. Yeah, so flossing in the theme of teeth
Yeah.
related. Yeah, flossing is a pain in the ass because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't, there's no, like, unless you see food on the floss, like, it doesn't feel like I'm actually doing anything.
Yeah, and I just don't like you get like stick your hands into your mouth and everything, and you like get like that trail of spit that's still stuck to your finger, and you're just like, ugh, this is gross.
Yeah.
And it's like just a mild inconvenience, but you're just like, ugh. And then you just kind of like be like
Sitting there.
sit there, it's kind of like you can't use your hands for anything else in the meantime, and then you like sniff it, smell, make sure it doesn't smell bad, and you're like, oh, it smells.
I'm so
I don't
hungry
do
right
that,
now.
but okay.
So hungry.
No,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, I don't. But that's apparently like how you check if you have really bad breath.
Or you
That's
could be
right.
like Rocco
No.
and bite his fingernails and pick his teeth.
Oh,
with
that's
his fingernails.
disgusting.
Okay, yeah, that is sick. Like I bite my fingernails, but picking is
I don't use them.
Did I tell you what his
Jesus.
wife said? Like after we watched the show, she's like, I didn't know you did that. It's so gross. You better stop.
That is gross.
Yeah.
He should have been outed about that. He should have been outed to everybody about that. That's disgusting.
Yeah, man.
He needs that
he
for
got,
his
like,
personal
fungus.
health, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm
Alright,
gonna say is work. I absolutely hate working, man. Like I can't stand my
But you
job.
have
Like
to do it because you need money.
yes, you have to do it. Absolutely. I hate my job. I hate dealing with people. I hate
What if your job
stupidity.
was like something you like doing? No.
Oh, then I would love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I was thinking actually contemplating going back to school, actually to just be able to work on computers and build computers and stuff like that, or
That's
everything
great.
computers.
I have a cousin who's doing stuff like that. It's really fun for him.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, just man, I don't know. I think the biggest aspect, if you're gonna say why I don't like to work, is just the people at my job. Like I know I've told you before, but like it's just people don't understand. Like they've had pharmacists like back then that used to keel over in the pharmacy because like it puts us on healthy stress on your body that you don't know about, and people just have heart attacks in the pharmacy and stuff like that all the time, like older pharmacists, because of this retail that's going on, and you don't get paid enough for it, especially the tech part,
Yeah.
dealing part of it. Yeah, man, I would
You
just
just
it'd
take
be
like somebody's medication, and be like, oh fuck, I
Yeah.
hate this, and just be like, oh, I'm so high now or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take medication, but yeah, you'd probably get fired for it.
That's the crime you're gonna commit. Like,
yes, to take medication.
That's who you should have stole your money from. Is the pharmaceutical company that you like work for?
No, it's still from the people that have all the freaking money that come in and treat you like shit. Those people, you know who you are.
Who are those people?
That's right now. I can't say for HIPAA reasons,
Oh, right.
HIPAA regulations. I will lose my job
Yeah, don't do that.
that I love so much.
A job that you do not like going to is just that. It's a job. It's a 9 to 5 thing. You like count the minutes to get out, right? But a career I define as something that you actually enjoy being a part of and that you can grow in, and you know, waking up in the morning you're excited to do. And that sucks, man, because like if you don't have something like that, it makes going to work just terrible every day.
Oh, I dread it, man. Like I'm sitting there right now, I'm thinking like, dude, I got 2 days till I got to work. I'm like, damn, I'm like this sucks.
Yeah, man.
It's one of those things.
That's a good thing. I'm trying to think of other things that I hate doing.
Oh, ooh, what was another thing too? Alan?
Okay.
Trying to think.
Something. I mean, flossing. That's a big one. Something I have to do that I absolutely hate.
Can I name some of my kids' things that they hate to do?
Well, I mean, like homework when I was a kid. I absolutely like that was always annoying to me because especially when it was like busy work, but you had to do it in order to get the A. All those projects there, even just like going to school too, in some regards, was like so annoying for me because I was like, I know I have to do it, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't find valuable, right? Or I'm not really learning it.
Do you remember when we were younger? We were like, why do we have to make our bed? It's just gonna get dirty anyways, or something like that. You remember you said like that, and then moms come back like, why do you brush your teeth? They're just gonna get dirty anyways. Like you do it, you know what I mean? Or something like
for
that.
maintenance.
Yeah, the bed thing's another good one, right? Like
that is a good
one.
one.
Make our bed. It seems inefficient. You're just gonna go right back into it.
That's true.
You
I
know
mean,
what
it does give it like a nice layout to get started, though. You know, to like get into like the right position. You know, like covers over you, maximum coverage. And then you kick them off anyway, but still,
That
it's
little
nice
piece of
to
blanket.
get that. To get that blanket on you. You know, just so.
Just need a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just covering.
What else? God.
Taxes. I actually like doing taxes.
I hate taxes.
I don't get.
I hate
Yeah.
anything that they never taught you how to do, like
in
being
school.
an adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, in Canada, you guys have to pay taxes?
Yeah.
Everybody's got to pay taxes.
More taxes than the U.S.
But like, is there federal? Oh, so there's like even more. There's
Yeah,
not
the
just,
federal
like,
tax
state
is
tax,
way-
federal.
I would say my checks from work, they take 30%.
Do they?
Sounds
acquire-
about right.
Do
Is
they
that how much it
acquire-
is in the U.S.? Too?
Yeah, I mean 20,
I
20,
think
20 to
it's
30.
like 33, literally like a third.
Do they
of the check.
require you to have health insurance?
You have health insurance.
They get free health insurance.
Well, it's a little different. You get
Is it
health insurance like if you
Obamacare?
had. It's essentially like Obamacare. Like if you had a life-threatening illness, you would get care for it, and you wouldn't have like a hospital bill.
Right.
But if you just need to go
Unless-
for a checkup or like something like that, then it kind of sucks balls.
Well, isn't that I'm sorry for getting off. I just wanted to ask one question. But don't they assess your life though too? Like, say you have like a life-threatening illness or something like that. Like, say you're about to die of cancer. They assess your life. Like, say, oh, this person's 80 years old. She's gonna die anyways. We don't want to put all this money into her. Basically, this is what I've heard. I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I've heard about that. I just know
that's definitely one thing I hate doing is like setting up my healthcare. Like whenever I have to do open enrollment or something like that, and they're like, "Hey, we're going with a whole new company at work," and they're like, "Take the time to read everything, pick everything, sign everything up, attach things, blah blah." I'm like,
yes, you could save.
Ridiculous.
You could save $300 more if you go and give a blood test and take this health freaking quiz or whatever like that on the phone. Like,
Dude,
that sucks.
I don't even get that far. It's just hooking things up and making sure that the right amount of money is getting taken from my paycheck, and when it's not because of X, Y, and Z, and I have to go to 3 different like websites just to sign up, it is the most infuriating thing that I have to take my own time to do. I hate it. It should just be way easier than that. It's not.
What else? Paying for things. I hate paying for things.
Paying bills, I think, is just really annoying. To be like, oh, like fuck, like I gotta go find my phone bill. Now I gotta go look up my like credit card bill. Now I gotta go look up my health bill, like health insurance bill. Like just doing all those steps and everything is just a pain in the ass.
Have you guys looked into auto paying and stuff like that?
No.
I have auto pay set up on a few things, but then like you still want to check on it, just like every now and then to make sure it's not just going. And I also like the control of like not just having my money magically disappear.
Right.
Like, I had to like hit enter to be like, okay, now it's gone.
Yeah, man, I'm so paycheck to paycheck that like I can't afford auto pay because like if it comes out at the wrong time, I'm done. Like it's done.
That's always my fear. Yeah.
And the other thing too about auto pay, if you guys notice, like it doesn't show up. Like they'll take it out, but it doesn't show up for like those days, and you're like, oh, I got more money than I'm supposed to, or something like that. I don't know. Like they post it on a certain date. Like my insurance, they take it out on September 30th, but it never takes it out. Like it takes it out, but it doesn't show up in my account at all. Nothing, and then it posts like 7 days later or something like that.
That's another thing. Getting gas at fun. I hate getting gas. It's like, oh, we need to get gas.
Fine, getting gas.
Well, you finally learned how to do it at least.
Yeah. That's right. So for those of you guys who don't know, I'm from New Jersey, which are one of the only remaining states, I believe, because I think Oregon was the other
one.
Oregon,
yeah, because I had to call you when I was driving up here.
I thought New York.
Oh, so they still do it then?
They did, yeah.
Okay. So Oregon and New Jersey, the only 2 states in America that will pump gas for you. And I grew up 18 years of my life in New Jersey not having to pump my own gas. So when I went to Savannah, I met this fine gentleman by the name of the Tower Alan Tolner. He quickly saw my inability to know what to do at a gas station when I had to fill up my own car.
Is that how you guys met? Or no?
In Skype, yeah. Oh, at a gas station.
At a gas station.
He was the
I'm like,
handsome young man.
Let me show you how to do that. Just stick it in the hole right here and squeeze.
Oh, God. So yeah, I had to figure that out on my own, and it was weird because like I said, in New Jersey, like a person comes up to you and goes, "How much do you want and how you paying?" You either say like, "Oh, a quarter tank," or like, fill her up, cash, credit, yada yada, and they do it for you. So I never even.
You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, man.
No, I wasn't. Here. So.
And it's funny, when I was when I was moving to Vancouver, I drove up from California through Oregon, and I stopped at a gas station, and I was like getting ready to get out and like start doing it, and the guy comes out and he's like, he's like, "What do you need?" I was like, "A full tank of gas." And me and Yukiko were sitting in the car, and I was like, "Oh fuck! Like, am I supposed to tip this guy? Like, I don't know. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do?" So like quickly like text Clay. I'm like, "Oh god! Like, I hope he responds to me quick enough." And I'm like, "Hey, do I tip this guy that pumps gas?" And he's just like, "No, do not tip." Like,
they get paid an hourly wage.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, good."
That's so weird because
awesome.
Like isn't it actually legal? You can't pump your own gas in those states, right?
Yeah, no, like I don't know what the rule was, but like
I thought it was illegal.
He just like came out and like made sure like I got back in the car and like did everything for me. So I was just like, okay, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I never ran into that or asked that question. I mean, I think that's a good question. If I wanted to do it myself, if I could.
Yeah, I don't know, because they do seem to like kind of infer that they need to be the ones doing it. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. And there's been plenty of times in New Jersey where I'm sitting there waiting for the guy to come out to me.
Yeah.
It would have just been quicker for me to just do it.
Yeah, but you didn't know how to, so.
What about voting?
Voting?
Vote? Oh. No, I have a particular stance on voting. If I don't feel educated enough, I don't vote. And if I am educated enough, which means I'm interested in it, I research it, right? And then I vote. So voting is either I'm interested or not interested thing. So I have full control over that. I don't mind it.
Still just trying to think too.
Yeah. Voting is yeah. Now, if I wanted to vote on everything, that would probably be a pain in the ass because then I would feel compelled to research everything and make sure I'm doing the most educated decision that I can.
I've never voted.
I guess I'll just throw this out. I've never voted either.
Hey man,
Never.
you guys think you'll vote this coming up election? Well, Alan, you obviously can't. You can mail.
Yeah, you can mail it.
Dear Mr. President, this is where my vote lies.
Hey, Mr. President, I moved to Canada.
Yeah, yeah, but if I could vote,
There's so many people that I always see saying that, like, "Oh, I'm gonna move to Canada." I was like, "Well, you should probably do some research up here because some stuff's not really that different."
Yeah, right.
Like, there's still conservative parties and liberal parties, and conservative ones still fuck you over the same way they do in the U.S., and liberal ones might be like too liberal for your views. So it's like,
yeah, they think it's like a whole new system. Steve, you should vote. You should vote.
Like when
year,
gay
man.
marriage was like legalized, places they're like, "I'm moving to Canada," and I was like, "Well, gay marriage has been legal here since like 1995 or something." So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
they
was
come here, they're like, "Woo!"
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that Rocco would be on to talk about that topic that he was talking about, like as far as the politics.
Because he'll be here tomorrow.
Because then I can get educated on like who's who. Really.
Hashtag Steve votes. Huh?
Yep.
Steve, you have a Twitter. It's gonna be flying up here on the below on your screen. So if people want to send Steve some advice, some kind of thoughts on Twitter, send it to his Twitter handle. I believe @slandis, and educate him.
I did.
Send
I've
him some
had
stuff so that he can learn and be like, what he wants to hear what your views are. So that maybe Steve, he'll figure out who he wants to vote for.
Dude, I've had friends. Friend. He knows who he is. Actually, like in one of the elections when Obama was electing, he actually wanted to buy my vote. Like he was gonna give me $20. He's like, if you go down there, I'm like, I don't want to vote. He's like, if you go down there right now, I'll give you $20.
You can
like
vote.
Right
you can just vote online now.
Oh, you can?
Can you really?
Pretty sure.
I thought you had to be in like one of those booths to do.
I was gonna say that's kind of crappy because you can hack. Well, I mean, who says that?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
Hugh
got
Jackman could hack the thing.
Dude, he could, but only if he has a blowjob.
Fuck, man, I wish I was Hugh Jackman.
All right, well, we'll get you to vote.
Wish I had his accent,
Steve. And our goal for this next year is to get you all the tools you need to make
Trump,
sure that
right?
you can go and vote. Yes.
Trump.
Vote Trump.
Yeah. I always hear people like saying, "Oh, Trump's never gonna win."
I hear this Trump character is a good dude. Who is he? I think I should vote for him. Okay, guys, I'm going to go on to our next topic, and I'm going to go with Alan. I believe you have another topic for us.
Ooh.
Yes.
Double feature.
Double feature. What was my other topic?
Something about aliens, I believe.
No, it's a different one.
No, it was a different one.
Oh, I know what it was. Okay, if you would be killed by any animal, what animal would it be, and how would they kill you?
Oh,
Now, can this be
so
fictional
torn.
animal?
Yes.
Like if I were to say, I don't know, dragon,
eesh.
Yep.
that
I
would
would
be
accept
something.
it. Or any animal that's not alive today. So it could have been.
So like a T-Rex?
Yes.
I think I would
They
want to.
definitely go fast that way. Yeah.
Would you?
I mean, well, think about it. He can't just take a nibble out of you. He's definitely gonna take a giant bite.
But what if he? Okay, so I mean, think about. Try to imagine going to like the museum and think about actually how big the T-Rex skeleton is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it would. It probably would, but I think it'd be more like having a shark, like a great white, bite you now. Like, yeah, you're probably gonna die quickly.
It's gonna be like, yeah,
but you're still gonna at least get that first chomp and like feel that, and then maybe like the second chomp, and then it does so much trauma, unless it like bites your head off immediately or something.
Now, do I get to kill the animal as well, or
no, you're dying?
I die.
Die immediately. Like I was thinking, I was like, can you live after? Because like then you'd be like, yeah, I got attacked by a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I lived through it.
No, you die.
Nah,
You die.
If I'm going out, I think I want something like crazy, like a T-Rex. But I agree with you, Alan. And quite frankly, if I have to pick between a T-Rex and a dragon, I'm picking dragon. I think a dragon would just be.
What if it burned you alive, though?
I mean, that's kind of what I'm advocating for, I guess.
You'd rather be burned alive?
I mean, if you're gonna go out memorable.
No, burned alive?
Burned alive, though? Think about how much it hurts just to like burn your finger a tiny bit, like a lighter or something.
We'll see.
You don't die quick.
I know, but like I'm like, do I want to go out with one of the coolest things? Yeah, that would suck.
And they say that subjectively, like, you know, that feels like a minute could feel like an hour.
So what animal would take you out the quickest, you think?
A jellyfish?
I don't know. Jellyfish.
No, I
mean, it would hurt, I think, really bad.
Someone would pee on you and you'd be fine.
I got stung by a jellyfish at Tybee in Savannah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
I heard it hurts.
It did not feel good.
No, it did not.
It does not feel
good. Did you pee
good.
on yourself? Or?
No, they had these bottles of, like, I don't know, I forget what's in it, like vinegar or something. Maybe it is pee, to be honest. Like, maybe they just lie. It's like vinegar, like something like that, and then you spray it, and it helps relieve it. But
what about an anaconda? I'm trying to think of all the crappy ways you can go, right? I'm going to start there. So a dragon sucks because you're going to be burned alive. T-Rex is going to shred you to pieces. You're going to feel a lot of pain.
At least once. I think a raptor would be worse than a T-Rex.
Oh, God,
because a raptor would eat you alive.
And then they'll cut your stomach open.
Yeah, so you're just like,
right?
Oh my guts.
Yeah, it is spilling out, and then the raptor's kind of like, dude, shut up, I'm eating here. Yeah. You know, I'll get to you in a minute.
I'm eating here.
Yeah, yeah. And then I was thinking anaconda.
Steve was disgusted. He's just like, fuck this.
He's out of here.
This is disgusting.
But an anaconda, right? Like you're chilling there with Ice Cube and J-Lo, and this anaconda just like comes
and John
up.
Voight.
And
Angelina Jolie's father.
Right. Yeah. And
he has a weird accent.
And this anaconda just comes up, maybe like it bites you, right? So you got these 2 puncture wounds.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Venom, and you're just like, oh, and you like kind of like go numb, but you probably still feel stuff. And then it just like, right? And it like swallows you.
It's also squeezing you, so you're like can't breathe, though.
Right. But I don't think would like if it doesn't kill you, and it just like you just get like through its esophagus, and then you slowly get burned by its stomach acid.
I think you die. By the time it
swallows
it. By the time it swallows you, but still, I think you're right. It would bite you first, and then you would like feel it wrap around you, and you like couldn't breathe, and then it would probably start like biting through you, so you would be like alive while it's still like inside. You're still inside of its head.
Oh, that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Okay. Did I? Who? Maybe I heard it from you guys. I don't remember. But
I got goosies.
There was somebody that told me a story about how they had this lady kept a pet snake. It was like a boa. Oh, it was when I was getting a haircut. It was a girl that cuts my hair. She was saying, she had a friend that had a boa constrictor or like a python or something, and she just let it like live in the house basically. So like she had like a cage or whatever, you know, like a dry aquarium for it, but also would just let it like slither through the house and everything. And it got bigger and bigger and stuff, and sometimes it recently she noticed that for like a few weeks it stopped eating and it started sleeping next to her. So like just like straight like spread itself out next to her and would just like sleep in the same bed. And she was like, no, you know, she went to the vet and was like, yeah, it's been really weird. He hasn't eaten in a long time, and he's been like sleeping in the bed with me. And the vet like immediately stopped her and he's like, you need to get rid of the animal right now, because what it's doing is stretching itself out next to you to see if it can eat you, to see if you'll fit inside of it.
That is eerie as shit.
How scary is that, dude?
That's crazy.
They could have been doing that like any time at night. Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, more goosies.
Because that's what I was telling you. I was like, I don't understand people that own like snakes or like things like that don't even show affection. I was just like, I have no desire to like have that as a pet, you know?
Well, it's interesting because Alan, you brought up and
she had it for years, you know, like for years. So it's like there's no like bond that has been formed or anything. It just was like, I'm gonna starve myself until I can eat this person.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
Steve looked so confused. He came at the very end of the story and was just like, what is going on?
Steve, you'll have to watch this topic on youtube.com/maelstromgamers if you want to hear that story.
That was subscribe?
Yeah, you can subscribe, and then you can
can even like us on Facebook. You follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, that's right.
Do they have an Instagram?
If you want to give us $1, like we'll put it right back into the show.
Look at this.
Get me
Repetition
a new microphone.
breeds...
Get Steve a new microphone.
That's very interesting. I didn't know that.
Follow us on Patreon. You know, give us as much as like 25 cents a day, a month, a week, whatever you want to do.
I might just check that out right now and pause the show real quick and go check it out.
So I think yeah, that would suck. I would not want to get eaten by a snake.
What if you got
What
bit
about-
by like venomous snake and you just slowly it slowly corroded your like blood and like coagulated
That's
it?
pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah, I would not want that. You get like almost it would be a heart attack at that point, right? Once you just
What
like
about
have a,
bee
think,
stings?
or you either have a heart attack or
a clot, like it
like
it
blood clots.
your-
Yeah. So it clots your
Ooh.
blood there. Yeah,
What
exactly.
about bee stings or something? Attacked by
Ooh,
a
that would suck. And your like face is like all disfigured from like all the swelling.
Or those ants. You guys ever see those things like those one ants that like feel like gunshots? They said like they.
Oh,
You seen those
yeah.
one tribe? They put like their hands inside that one thing full of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You heard of it? They're like bullet
Fire
ants.
ants
That's it. They're
or-
called
Bullet
bullet
ants. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I heard
I
that was
wouldn't
like
do that.
unbelievable pain.
So I was gonna say because there's that disease that currently is attacking ants. If you've watched the BBC's
Oh,
Earth thing.
Earth, yeah, where it's a bacteria, it's a spore, fungus that
can
puts
buy that,
itself.
you know that, right?
It's like a what?
you can buy that.
The fungus?
You can buy that fungus, yeah, and put it in your yard, and it grows through the what's it called? All the bugs that are inside your yard and everything like that. Ants. It goes through anything.
Until it grows under your body or like your
Yeah,
dog or
f
something.
that noise because I've
No,
heard
they don't
that
go on
it's-
your body. though.
No, I've heard it's jumped species. It's actually
Oh, it has
hit
now.
birds now.
Oh, birds, really? So then it would be
terrifying.
definitely going to people then probably eventually.
If bird flu is any indication, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna
So,
be
yeah.
like Last of Us.
Oh, I've never played. Gotta play it.
I haven't finished it either, so
spoilers.
I don't have any spoilers really
Okay.
for you.
Okay.
But like
I do.
there's like the zombie aspect to it or something, or
Yes.
like survival. So in that one, the undead things kind of look like they've been infected by like a fungus, basically.
Fungus.
That's what it looks like in that game to me, at least. Because like in certain areas, you see like all these like mushroomy type things on the walls and stuff. So.
Oof.
maybe
Thing
that's
is,
what-
funguses are not animals, so they can't count. But I was really freaked out because that would be crazy. I would not want to get zombified and like go up to a tall building.
I wouldn't
and
want
die.
anything where my memory would be like lost.
Yeah.
Dude, Clay, if you knew what we fight on a daily basis, you'd be freaked out. Just like
Yeah.
on stuff
Well,
like I'm not worried about that at all.
Well, you should be.
I should.
Because the
Absolutely.
documentary Last of Us is pretty scary. And you don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What
a
about
lion,
the
a
elephant that just like trampled you?
oh, yeah.
But
like
that'd be pretty quick,
stampede.
though.
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I-
Or
You
what if you
think
got?
so?
What if you got like whipped to death by a giraffe's neck? You're just like,
Oh.
it's just like.
That would suck.
I mean, that'd be
That would like,
quick, right?
snap your neck immediately. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Or like a cougar that might like bite you on the back of the neck and like and you're dead. You know?
Yeah, if it's quick. Yeah, like that.
What
What if isn't there like a slow killing thing where you just kind of like fall asleep?
No.
Like, that would be the best, right? If you were just like, ow, what was that?
Oh.
And then you die. But I don't think there is an animal that
I don't.
does
Yeah,
that.
I don't know if
Gotta say
anything
goodbye to my
like,
loved
works
ones.
slowly like that. Yeah.
Right.
We
Yeah,
should have Googled this before we did this.
That's
What about like death by beaver?
death by a beaver? No, that sounds terrible.
Well, would it bite you with its big teeth, or would it just slap you with its tail?
Slap you with his tail 100 times, almost like death by 1,000 slaps.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
want
I
that.
think another worse way would go. Like I've heard people like they get attacked by a crocodile and stuffed under a log to deteriorate their body so they can eat you, so it can eat you a lot better. They they found people like under logs before like that that've been there for like 7 days and their body
That's
is deteriorating.
crazy.
That's crazy.
They're
Getting
dead.
stung by a stingray?
Oh,
Too soon?
too soon.
Too soon?
Yeah, that probably killed him quickly though if it went right through his
Yeah.
Oh,
heart.
it did. It said it killed him instantly. Yeah.
Yeah. That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, that would
Just
be
get like stabbed straight to the heart.
yeah.
What about
Well,
like a triceratops that just like speared you?
You sure?
Probably die.
What would be the weakest way to go out? Like you've heard of those snails, right? In like Australia, that like they like people like they look like a beautiful shell and people
Oh, the
pick
sea
'em up.
snails.
Yeah, they pick them up
Yeah.
and like they poke out this little tiny barb that hits
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
And you die within 2 hours.
No.
Yeah. No, what is?
Yeah.
Let me figure out what the name of it is.
That's
Like,
crazy.
deadly
But like you see,
sea
yeah,
snail.
people have done it before. Like like there's also this other bug too. It's a caterpillar.
Cone snails.
Yeah,
Oof.
those ones.
Cone
Yeah,
snail. Yeah.
there's been caterpillars too that have been growing like I think in Australia that people
It's a
step
dangerous
on.
place.
The same thing. They step on them and like they die within like 6 hours or something like
So
that.
real quick, I'm not surprised by this. I work in the game industry. Specifically, I work on a game called Deer Hunter. We do a lot of research on animals and like predators and stuff like that. And we've looked in Australia a ton of times, and it is shocking how many dangerous things that aren't big predators that, like, we're talking like everything from flowers to tiny insects to like these crazy snails. Like, there's so much stuff that we would be like, well, we're not going to put this in the game because it's not interesting to hunt or kill. And there's just a ton of them.
Like a little bone arrow.
Yeah. You're not gonna like kill snails, right? But like the fact that it could kill you in 2 hours versus like you're fighting lions or whatever, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Bears.
Snail
demonstration.
So I still go back to, I just like, I don't know. Yeah, you can go out quickly, but if I'm gonna go out like a boss, I think a dragon would be pretty cool.
Like a boss, yeah.
A unicorn? If like a unicorn just ran in nowhere and just like stabbed you from behind.
Yeah, at least you'd be known for that. I'd be like, yeah, this guy got killed by a unicorn. What? Yeah. You got killed by an actual unicorn, a mythological creature?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm gonna remember that guy for the rest of my life.
Or like a centaur.
A centaur? That's ridiculous. That'd be kind of lame. That's ridiculous. Unicorn.
I don't want to be killed by a centaur.
Centaur? Because he's already half human.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like you get killed by a human.
No, that's kind of dumb.
I know. I can't see Alan's face right now, so.
Here we go. Box jellyfish will kill you within 4 minutes after you get stung.
Are they? What?
Australia.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck that, man.
Yeah,
I'm going to any beach in Australia. I'm not going to Australia, period.
Yeah. Screw that. I mean,
that's why they banned all the guns, because they have enough. People could just run around with these jellyfish throwing them at people and just kill them.
Dude, yeah, everything.
I've heard they had a bunch of stuff like on land that could kill you too. Like,
dude, they got scorpions that go into your like shoes at night. They got
whites too, circle on the island, like as well. Man. Like, no wonder they put criminals on that initially. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. All right, great topic. We're going to move on to our last topic. And it's my topic. And let's see, how do I open this up? We talked about this a while ago. There is this product called Shreddies. I think you guys know about it because I've mentioned it in the past.
Okay, wait, hang on. Shreddies, there is a product called Shreddies in Canada, and it's cereal. I have some.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is, okay, you're right. So this is a, Shreddies is a underwear product that you wear, and when you pass gas, toot, fart, drop one, you emit the stink of gas, but the Shreddies act as like a filter, and so when air passes through it, particularly the fart gas, it actually emits a nice smell. It stops it from smelling.
Now, can you pick the smell?
I think so. I think there's some like different smells that you can pick up.
Like strawberries, you just
lavender.
Lavender, yeah. So like, it's really interesting too because the product images that there's like selling, it's really weird. Like, Google it if you can. Safe search.
I'm definitely gonna Google.
Look up Shreddies Farts because like their product images is a girl like up against a wall with her butt sticking out with the Shreddies, and like a dude with his nose just
like my Shreddies. Oh my god.
Yeah, his nose is just deep in her butthole. Smelling her farts, and she's smiling, he's smiling, and it's like, oh, I can't smell her fart on my face, and it's all good.
That was great. Do that again?
No. So it got me thinking. It was like, okay, wow, there's a thing that covers up farts. We all hate farting around in public because if someone thinks it's you, it's degrading, and you can't really do it all as often as you'd like unless you're home alone all the time. So it's like, wow, I'm surprised that people haven't figured out a remedy for farts. What else would you guys like to see people invent to come up with battling everyday like displeasures or inconveniences in that it should have been done already, right? Like, what are just some things that you're like, well, how have we not figured out a way to do this? So farting is one.
Like body odor in general.
Right.
Like armpit body odor, you know?
That like doesn't...
Like you keep goes really short, so when she's like on the train and or like bus and people are like this, her head's like right there, basically. Yeah. And she has to smell that like all the time. So I think that would be good. Sweat, like your sweat on your body, just like not having that.
We don't need that anymore, right?
What, sweat?
Like, why do we sweat?
Really, we need it
to cool yourself
down,
cool
your body off. But
yeah, we have fans.
Yeah, but
if you're outside or something and you're like playing
your body can overheat really
your body would overheat. That's actually that's why we could like chase down like an antelope,
gazelle?
like a cheetah or something. Yeah, exactly. Because we could just follow them forever.
Just
Because the bodies will keep us but their bodies, because they don't have the same sweating capability, they'll
they pant.
overheat, so they have to stop.
Yeah, cheetahs can only run for like.
So we could just chase them for a day or two,
like
and
a minute, I
and
think.
get them, and they'd exhaust before we would.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
we've
we're
I know
evolved.
cheetahs can only
evolution, man.
We've evolved. Loved
We've
it.
evolved, but we haven't
evolved from chimps.
We haven't evolved from having stinky farts.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
Another one.
burps, I guess.
Yeah,
You can't really
that's
do
fun
anything
to do,
about
though.
that, right?
Yeah.
That's
and
fun.
I don't want to get rid of my burps or my farts.
I mean, well, you could be.
Well, we're not
like-
taking rid of farts. We're just
because then you can never
have
Dutch
underwear
oven
that's
somebody.
what?
You wouldn't be able to Dutch oven anybody if you
Well,
had.
you could. You just in this particular
would
case,
smell
you have
good.
Shreddies that you wear. So you just wear regular underwear. You take the Shreddies off, and you can Dutch oven. It's just really cool because now at work you can fart all day. You don't have to hold it in.
I have a
which is
coworker
bad for you anyway.
that farts at work anyway, and it stinks.
Do you think everyone knows what a Dutch oven is, or?
Oh,
They,
go ahead and
they do.
explain.
They know.
Okay, they do. All right. Well, I was gonna say a Dutch oven is just when you fart and then you just trap someone underneath the covers. You can do it to your cats, dog, significant other.
Animal cruelty.
I
Yeah.
haven't done it, but
Yeah.
A guy you know did it though.
yeah. Okay.
I know a guy.
Alan.
Did it to
Yeah.
him.
Oh, Ian.
Oh, Ian's done.
Yeah, I've heard.
I'm
him
sure
say it.
he has. That doesn't surprise me. In the
Yeah, you guys, if you guys watch their streams, you know.
Yeah.
I was thinking about haircuts, hair in general. It's something that we have been doing since the dawn, having to mess with from the dawn of time. Where I feel like scientists are still trying to figure out the baldness situation. But there's also something to be said about there's haircuts, right? So if you could, stop your hair from growing for whatever reason for a particular time, you wouldn't need a haircut anymore. That would be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
How about no more remotes? Like you can just blink, change channel, or think of something, and it goes that. Because they have. Think about it. They have things that you can fly planes now and stuff like that with your brain waves and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Really?
I want to be
You
really,
can't?
really lazy and just sit there and not do anything.
I've seen that
Blink at
movie.
your TV.
It's called Wall.
Bro, you
Yeah.
asked me what I want. I'm telling you.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Cancer being cured. Why
Yeah.
have we not done that yet?
Yeah.
No,
That's true.
It's already been done. We can argue that, but there's more money because I'm in the pharmaceutical industry, keeping people alive. Same thing with AIDS.
Yeah.
They have
There's
a
so
cure
much
for it?
money in it. Oh yeah, I guarantee they have a cure for it, man.
But they haven't monetized it to help people.
If it's the thing is, if it's not widespread and it's not killing people at an
But it is.
insanely quick,
Yeah, it
quick
is, dude.
rate,
Cancer is killing people at a crazy rate.
There's so many different kinds.
There's no way.
There
if
is a
they
cure for
were
cancer.
found that they had a cure and they didn't release that, those guys would be just
That's like that one
alive.
guy that hiked up the price of.
fuck that guy.
you guys want to hear something really scary? How long do you think the AIDS virus can live in a drop of blood?
Hours, days. But it does. It depends, right?
Alan?
I thought once it got exposed to the air,
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything. It's neutralized.
Forever. All it needs is water to reactivate it.
Oh, really?
It
Yeah,
just needs
bleach-
water
bleach-
to react.
Bleach is the only thing that can kill it. Yep. So in a dry drop of blood, all it needs is water to reactivate it.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
I didn't know that.
So what if we injected our entire bloodstream with bleach components?
I think you'd die from another problem.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was thinking you.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it sucks. That's
Yeah, I
essentially what
can't
you're
think
doing
of
to your
much-
body, though.
What?
With chemo, essentially, you're doing with your body. The chemo, you're killing a bunch of cells and stuff like that.
Right, just to try to reset it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. Everyday mundane things that you think people should have fixed by now. I don't know, man.
Oh, definitely gas. We shouldn't be on gas at all.
Gasoline.
Gasoline, yeah.
Electric?
Honestly, yeah. We should just. It should be something completely different. Free energy. I've seen people use roadways for solar panels. Have you guys ever seen that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're starting to do that. Like they could say one Pinellas County, say for this county I live in, if that was just all filled with those street blocks or whatever like that, it could power more than that. It could power 2, 3, 4 other counties just from that one block.
I think solar powered in general is something that I'm surprised we haven't really figured out sooner.
Because there's no money in it.
Oh, there can be though.
Well, yeah, they tax you on it, but like the thing is, it's like I don't know.
They can make that a viable source of income, actually. Like, that's what Tesla's working on, right? He's working on a not only solar panels, but a solar battery. Because a big reason why solar panels are hard to have is because you don't know what to do with the excess energy that you have stored, right? And so what happens is it just goes away. Like, you have that really sunny day, you get a ton, but it can only, like, do so much, and then that day's gone, and then you have those lulls where it's cloudy. But if you had somewhere to store this energy that you're like getting, you can actually get enough to not only power your house for forever, but you can also sell that energy to power companies, and then you actually can now start making a profit off of your house. So that's what
cool.
his goal is. And all of a sudden now these power plants are getting like free energy essentially, right? Like, so we're close to something really interesting.
What about toilet paper? Why don't we adopt like the 3 seashells technique or something like that?
I don't know how to use 3 seashells.
I don't either.
Toilet paper? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm throwing stuff out there, man.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, I'm not sure.
why we
They
haven't
use
adopted
bidets
it
and stuff in Japan, where you
Yeah.
just kind of squirt your butt with water and then you only have to wipe once or twice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's all you have to do, really.
it's a little uncomfortable at first, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad.
Nice.
The water's like a little warm, like just warm enough to like not like be cold
Not-
into your butt, you know?
Ew. Yeah.
It's nice.
I heard a lot of people use baby wipes, and once they use baby wipes, they never go back.
I heard that too, but then I feel like you'd have kind of like a wet butt.
But
Yeah, like
maybe
a
you
butt
use the
crack.
baby wipes
No.
and then use like one regular.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
made baby wipes actually disposable in toilets now, so you can actually throw them away in toilets.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to try that.
Yeah. Hey, you'll never go back, man. Just so you know.
Is that what
It's
you do,
expensive.
Steve?
Yeah, we have baby wipes inside the thing.
That's awesome.
That combined with my Shreddies, dude, I never smell. That's crazy.
Nice.
Dude.
Dang, man, I
Sick
don't know.
difference,
There's
bro.
some. That was- so go buy a pair right now.
Yeah.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think.
Dude, I feel so unprepared for this.
Yeah, me too. Because like I'm trying to think. Like you think it'd be easy, but it's one of those things where it's like once it comes out, you're like, oh God, why didn't we have that?
Yeah.
Like
Like-
we were living this whole life, we didn't know. It was one of those things like you go there and you never go back, right? Like the iPhone. Like we have a friend who has had a flip old school mobile phone, and he was refusing to go to a smartphone for the longest time. Once he went to that smartphone, it's just you can't go back. You cannot go back to that
Is this
the
Matt?
way it was, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So right,
It's
like
the convenience
GPS,
there. Yeah.
constantly being connected to the internet, being
Yeah.
able to text at a like good, like decent way, like it's all of those.
I
things,
think that's
right?
kind of hindered. Like, man, dude, I've lived in Pinellas Park for like ever, dude, and I still don't know street names or anything like that. Like, I just know where to go with my GPS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just where to go from memory. I don't know any street names. They're like, oh yeah, let's go down on 54th. I'm like, I don't know where that's at. I think it's over there.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
You use your iPhone to go everywhere, or your smartphone to
exactly.
go everywhere.
so bad.
Yeah. I wonder about stuff like wireless. Why wireless is just not available to all of us? Like, you got to think that wireless should be able to like send out. Like, it's got to be somewhat
Oh,
cheap
it's
to send
everywhere.
a signal, right? Like, yeah. I'm surprised. I'm just surprised it's not more available in different areas.
Well, that's what I kind of like about my area. We have Bright House.
Yeah.
And what happens is if you have Bright House as a network or whatever like that, all you have to do is just leave your phone on, and everyone else has Bright House. And if they have Bright House, you'd automatically connect to it for free, whatever, because you have your Bright House password. So it's like, I don't really use any data because everywhere we go is like Bright House, pretty much.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So
So
more
that's
things
cool.
like that.
Yeah.
Right. And then the other cool thing is like Google's working on this. Like they're making internet free. Like how is internet not free for us? Like there is a base point that it's just free internet, and then it's like I think it's like $50 or $60 for like a terabyte or something of speed, or a gigabit, whatever it is.
Gigabit.
Yeah, but something like that, like our infrastructure, how we have not had solid internet compared to the rest of the world.
I don't know. What do you think, Alan?
I think solid internet would be a great one.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
That is still hard to believe that it's like a monetized thing. Like, how is it? I don't get how it is monetized. Like,
Yeah.
it just like totally melts my brain when it's like not even like a physical like entity or anything. It's like nothing you can grasp or anything like that. Like harness.
Well, Well, that's
The
what.
cost is the server upkeep, right, and the data, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Well, so
And they're
that's
finding ways to make that cheaper and cheaper every day.
well, like going back to Tesla, they were talking about like energy. He said that energy is all around us, and they say so. He was able to transfer energy from one tower to another, like just pull it out of like every other things. Like I don't know if you heard of that before.
Yeah.
That he learned how to do that or something, or
Yeah, the Tesla coils and stuff.
yeah, something like just no, not Tesla coil, just pulling out free energy from the air. Like it's just floating around us. Like it's not just solar
yeah,
or
yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. You've
yeah.
heard of that, yeah. So
Yeah.
like
Right, so you're saying that there are resources out there that are free that we should not be monetizing off of. And in this particular case, potentially internet.
yeah.
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 All right, well, I don't really have anything else then. That is all I can think of.
I can't.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought we would. I would thought we would have like a ton of stuff, but then as I'm thinking about this, I'm like,
No,
look,
like,
there really
there
isn't
should-
much. It's
There
Shreddies,
should
and
be-
I
there
can
probably
die
is,
happy
like,
now.
Yeah, I think there's probably more than just Shreddies out there that we just haven't thought of.
Look, if we haven't thought about it, guys, comment and subscribe below. We want to hear what you want to
Tell us what we're missing out on.
Yeah, because I feel like we're missing a ton.
Yeah.
We gave it a shot. We did our best. We got like 3 things on a list:
Oh, well, what are the 3 things?
internet,
Yeah.
Shreddies.
I thought we had more on there.
No,
Well,
I can't even think of the 3rd one at this point.
Toilet paper.
We're down to 2.
I don't know. This copy's
Flossing.
Flossing.
Getting rid of flossing.
Rid of flossing.
It all comes back to flossing.
Yes.
All right, guys, that's our show for this week. Join us next week. We'll have a whole nother set of 5 topics for you in a full episode on Saturday. You can get all of these videos on our channel, youtube.com/Maelstrom Gamers channel. You can follow us at Maelstrom Gamers. You can like us at our Facebook page. We got an Instagram with pictures flying all which way, run by Steve. We're streaming games that we're playing on the YouTube gaming channel. We're not the best, but we're certainly not the worst. We are entertaining, so check us out. We're playing a lot of ranked league these days. I might be jumping on and playing some Metal Gear Online later, so that'd be fun if you want to check that out. In the meantime, for next week, keep thinking about everything nothing. It's been an honor to entertain you guys. Peace. Take care.
Peace. Chicken grease.